Ho, 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 my God, look at this giveaway. Bobby, it's just a regular Chevy Tahoe.
Wrong-o.
This thing is fully loaded, and besides the bonus $30,000 in cash, you also get a paid $10,000 family vacation of your choosing. So imagine your wife waking up in the morning, the kids are screaming and crying. Maybe you don't even have kids, doesn't matter. And she walks out to this gorgeous, brand new, fully loaded Chevy Tahoe. I mean, you cannot fit another piece of technology in this machine. It's gorgeous. Like, what, was Elon Musk working with Chevy on this? I mean, it's incredible. It's got TVs bigger than the one in my house. So with that $10,000 vacation, you could go anywhere. You could go to Europe, Japan, Asia, which is where Japan is, Australia. You can even stay in my guest bedroom, which ironically enough is $10,000 a night. What luck? But you gotta act fast, so head on over to 717supply.com.
Now?
No, tomorrow, get now. Go ahead.
Big old entry multiplier right now. Get this vehicle before Christmas and give your family the vacation of a lifetime. Good luck. So much to go over, so much to cover, but it is Christmas time coming up here very, very soon, folks. First time putting up the Christmas tree in the new house. It looks lovely. We got a lot of cool Christmas ornaments on here. Bluebell ice cream, what you know about that? Tastes good. And of course, the Christmas bedroom. This is like something out of, I don't know, what you'd see on Disney Channel. But yeah, Tressa did an amazing job with that. You guys, however, even look at this. We have the banister all lit up. This is awesome. Such an improvement from the last house. Oh, and we just did our soon-to-be-here son's. The nursery's all set up, and we just did his first load of laundry because the baby shower just wrapped up. The reason I have weights in here is because Tressa was folding clothes and getting it ready, and I was doing a little arm workout. So contributing nothing, so thank God she's here to do some good stuff. Put this changing table together. It weighs like 400 freaking pounds. The bassinet that's going to go in our bedroom. He's got a little bookshelf here. And then I think all of his clothes. Yep, there's nothing in here because they're all in the wash. The Dyson, we're going to train him up on that early on how to use that. Little rocking chair that I'm going to be spending many nights at probably 3 in the morning with a screaming baby in my arms. And the special poopy diaper trash can. But you guys want to know how much money I make? That's a little rude. How much money do you make? What do you do for a living? What do you do for fun? We're going to set you up on some boxes here and talk about it, son.
Oh, bro.
Okay, here we go. Hopefully the battery doesn't die. All right, we are going to screen record here so you guys can follow along. This is my YouTube ad revenue for the last 30 days. This is pretty average. $745, about that. My phone out of my pocket. With the election going on and all that different stuff, we got paid way higher than we normally do, and this is a really good time of year to post videos and to get Google ad revenue or YouTube ad revenue, whatever it's considered, because Christmas time coming up, a lot of companies are just pumping money into YouTube advertising. But if we go to, let's say, the last 365 days, this is about how much I make from YouTube per year just off of the mid-roll and pre-roll and post-roll ads that come across. This is about what I expect. $9,143 so far. Well, this is 365 days, so this is a total year. So about that, around $10,000 throughout every year I've done YouTube. Seriously, I made around $10,000 a year. And memberships, I didn't even know I had members. That looks like 50 bucks, about that, 40 bucks a year. And then my shorts, I don't really post those. I should, because they're really easy to make go viral and YouTube pumps them. But that's how much I make about a year. And then just for kicks, we'll show you guys my lifetime earnings here on YouTube. That I think is around almost $58,000 I made total on YouTube. Now that is a pretty decent yearly income, but unfortunately that's over the span of like 7 years of doing YouTube. So yeah, about $9,000 a year. Can't live off that, not even close. I mean, that would cover a couple months of expenses at most, and plus you have to take taxes out of that. So YouTube ad revenue, what I typically do with that is just, that is for, well, I don't really know. For the past couple of years, it was to save up like a slush fund so I could put a down payment on this house. It was not solely responsible, but it was sort of like the cherry on top to make sure that I had a healthy down payment to put on my new house, and allowed me to, just gave me the opportunity to keep my old house. At least it was in the card. So on YouTube, around $9,143 a year. Like I said, if you're trying to do this solely without taking sponsorships or any of the other avenues that you can do with YouTube, it is rough out there. So now we move on to the second avenue of income, at least what I use, and I know a lot of other channels out there use this, because obviously I'm tied up with 717 Supply. I work with them. And we'll get to that in a little bit because that's the meat and potatoes of my income. But like I said, we have other sponsors. These are integrated ads that you can take. They'll contact you, these companies, or possibly you can even reach out to them, and they'll say, hey, we have a product, we have a service, we want you to promote it. It's usually 90 seconds, but sometimes they'll push for 2 minutes, and then the prices vary. So I'll do ads such as this one. Our class in that is RFRacing. Now, what have we all learned here? Really, no one's gonna answer. What have we learned? You know, I don't even think I'm in the right class. I would literally rather be in prison right now. It's dash cameras. It's about buying a dash camera. You have to have a dash camera. This whole class is about dash cameras. No, I make like $30,000 a year as a teacher. You think that's enough money to live off of? Now pay attention to this. Oh my God, look at this. And now look at that. And look at this! Every single time you step in your car without a dash camera, you're taking a fat risk. For those of you who've been in an accident fighting with insurance, it can go on for years, and a simple one-time purchase of a dash camera, something as simple as this, 70mi, can have them paying for the repairs on your car instantly and not sticking you with the bill when other motorists are at fault. The 70mi A810 is super easy to install. I mean, beyond easy. And it's rocking 4K resolution equipped with Sony Starvis 2 technology to optimize the image quality. It's one of the top-tier dash cameras on the market rocking this hardware. And it's rocking 70mi's night owl vision, so at night you're still protected front and back with crystal clear video feed. A10 has a smart 4G parking guardian mode, which is great because now whenever you leave your car parked and alone, it's under the watchful eye of 70mi. And it does this with time-lapse recording. So you head into the grocery store, you come back out, there's like a ding in your car. You always wonder, was that there? Did someone hit my car? Now you can see it, so you can have peace of mind. You can even check your camera's live feed through your phone. If you guys are struggling to buy a Christmas gift for that one person who's always so hard to buy for, this is your answer. And on top of it, it's the cheapest time to buy with my discount code in the description. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's when. Dash cameras are not a luxury, they're a necessity. I guarantee you, if you heed my lecture and get yourself a dash camera, you'll be thanking me one day because it's going to happen and people always lie. It doesn't matter if you file a police report or anything, you have to save your butt, and you can do that right now. This is something that will pay for itself one day, I promise you. Thank you guys so much for the support, and thank you 70mi for sponsoring this video. Yeah, ads like that, they'll pay me around $500 to $700, sometimes a little bit more. I've done dedicated ad videos. I've done that one time before and that paid $3,000. I don't know if that was just a fluke. I felt like I was getting overpaid, but those really help bridge the gap because like it shows on here, I make what, $700, $800 a month? And I pay for that with one video's 90-second ad. Now, these ads sometimes take 2-3 days to work on. There's a lot that goes into them because you got to keep them interesting, because if you see the analytic line, there's huge dips because it's so easy just to skip these ads, which I don't blame you. No one wants to sit through an ad every video like that, but it absolutely helps me pad my income and ensure that we have enough money at the end of the month. Now, again, with those like Factor, they were paying me like $5,400 a year to do all of the ads throughout the year. That's what it totaled up to. But they send out 1099s. I get taxed on them, which that's totally legal. That's how it's supposed to go. So we got to report all that income. But an extra $5,400 and they send me free food. It's pretty slick. I think I just did my last ad for them. The contract's up. But we'll see if I pick them up again. They're an amazing product and amazing service. Anyway, so with YouTube and all my sponsorships, it probably averages out to around $20,000 a year. Still, that is poverty levels of living. There's no way that I could live off of that, and it fluctuates very rapidly. It goes up and down. Those numbers sometimes could be like 11,000, maybe 24,000 some years. There's like YouTube apocalypses that happen because a big YouTuber does something stupid, and then Coca-Cola and Cisco or whoever else is advertising on YouTube. I don't think Cisco advertises, but they get weary because they don't want to be associated with a website that could possibly be controversial, so they bail out, and then next thing you know, you're getting paid $4 for 1,000 views instead of $15 for every 1,000. I hope this is making sense. I have trouble like illustrating what I want to get across sometimes because I'm scatterbrained. There's a lot to cover. But then we get to 717 Supply, and this is the giveaway company. Obviously, you guys know all about this, but I can at least let you know how it works, how I get paid, and all that type of stuff. So before, whenever it was ISD, and at the beginning with 717 Supply, I would make a percentage of my merch that would sell on the website. So whenever you see the RFR tab, I would get 25% of any of the merchandise that's sold on my tab. So that was cool. I was able to like design some stuff. Like Dan does a lot of the work, and he's obviously a professional at it, so he makes really cool designs and stuff. But every once in a while I throw something out there. It'd be cool to like see the design come, and then the numbers come at the end of the month. You see how much it sold. So that was kind of cool. But now we're on a new structure where it's simplified. I just get paid a flat rate for every video that I post. And, well, I shouldn't say that. It's every video that I post where I'm able to put an advertisement in promoting the giveaway. Obviously, I'm not going to get paid whenever I don't advertise it. That wouldn't make any sense. So, like, when I run an ad like, hey, the 717 Supply, they are giving away a Tahoe right now. It's $30,000 in cash, and it's a $10,000 family vacation of your choosing, which I think is crazy. That's so awesome. Imagine what you could do with that. But whenever I say just that, it has to be a little bit longer than this, but you guys get the picture and enter the giveaways. If I do like a little full-length 1-minute, 90-second ad for them, then I'll get paid a flat rate, and it's a done deal. So it seems like easy work. It is. But it's a lot of fun, and I love being involved with them. If you guys want advice on how to do this, if you just have a channel, where you're only getting paid by Google and only doing integrated ads, go back in time to around high school and become friends with a guy that you know is going to become a successful business owner and YouTuber, and then you're set. It's that easy. The income for that roughly averages out to from 60, I would say, to 80,000 a year. And some years I might be missing a year that we made a ton and it was like 111,000 or something like that, or I don't even know. I'm just making up numbers, but I know there was one year that it was like really good. But an average between like 60 is probably too low. I'd say 70 to like $90,000 is the range, which is pretty cool, because then you add the 20,000, around 20,000 that I'm making from the other sponsorships and YouTube ad revenue, you start to have a good income. I don't know, with this economy, I know years ago that closing in on 6-figure income was pretty important and definitely could help your family out. So you guys are like, hey, that's awesome. You guys are doing pretty good. But if you want me to be honest, and other YouTube channels out there know this, I know everyone out there who's running a YouTube channel full time knows how high the expenses are. I mean, they just creep up. So we have the truck out there that is, I think it's $693 a month. We have my rental property out there, which my mortgage just shot up like to $1,100 a month. So that's crazy because it used to be like $921. I don't know if property taxes went up. That sounds like a big jump. And then this house is around $2,170 a month because of the interest rate. I put down a 20% down payment and it's still that high just because interest rates are so high. So pray for lower interest rates. That is the key, so I can eventually refinance, hopefully get somewhere around 5%. We'll see if that ever happens in the near future. But that is the goal. But if you add all of those together per month and then multiply them by 12 for a yearly expense is what they total out to. Just for my 2 houses and my truck, it's about $50,000 a year. So if you have a year where you're only making $70,000, that extra $20,000 is gobbled up by taxes. Gas is typically for families is like $4,000 a year. You have maintenance, you have your internet bill, your all this different stuff. So I mean, then you don't even get into food or anything like that. So even though it seems like, wow, what a towering income, your expenses are just rifle through that. Sometimes especially with this new house, I've been making payments on it now for 5 months. I definitely feel it. And I'm only telling you guys this because I feel like maybe you can relate. I don't know who else in this economy even gives a crap. Maybe even if you're renting and you get that bigger place, you definitely feel it. I didn't even notice my previous mortgage coming out of my paycheck or my bank account. This one, I definitely do. And with the troubles you've been having, it's even more relevant with how it's like, man, we really got to tighten things up. But we're doing good. We're bringing a lot of changes to the channel next year. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was short. It feels like I haven't been filming for more than 3 minutes here. I'm sure the video's closing in on 10 minutes though. That was an insight into my life and my finances. This is super personal stuff, at least I believe it is. I mean, this is very, very personal whenever it comes to just breaking down expenses and finances. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you wouldn't mind, these sort of have trouble getting off the ground and they don't stay in the algorithm because they're so different from typical content. So if you wouldn't mind slapping a like and comment down below. I'm serious. If you wouldn't mind, what your yearly income is and what you do for a living. That's all. And if you don't want to share that type of information, just let me know what you do as your job, because it'd be kind of cool to see what y'all are doing out there. Make the world go round. Everyone's essential. And I appreciate you guys watching this video. 717 Supply, remember the giveaway, and 70 My, thank you so much for sponsoring this video to make it possible and to make this channel go round and round. All right, guys, later.
You never really cared because you said your parents never gave you hugs, and there's a child